Chapter 16. Everyone's Reaction. Larplace finished delivering the bad news he heard to the group assembled before him. Clayman is dead. You lie. There is no way it could happen, Footman, one of the moderate clown troops shouted. Everyone was just too shocked for words. They couldn't believe that one of their own was dead. 2 nights ago, on the night of the Wolperig's Council, I lost connection with Clayman, Kalsman said to them. My connection with someone I viewed as my own child. This could only mean that he is dead. Even now, after hearing what Larper said, I can't seem to accept that reality. Tear began to sob for the loss of Clayman. This should not have happened, he regretfully lamented. I believe that the Demon Lords were kid stuff that could be easily manipulated. I even gave Clayman those souls which awakened him for the very reason of overthrowing the other Demon Lords. How could he have died? Well, what I heard from the Demon Lord Valentine before killing him, Clayman challenged Rimiru the Slime, who has evolved and become a true dragon and lost his life in the process. Larpus explained. Everyone was shocked. Had a shocked look from the news. They could not understand what Larpus just said. No, not that they didn't understand, but they couldn't accept the reality that was before them. I have heard rumors that the new two Demon Lord, Rimiru, has evolved into a true dragon, but I thought it was just a rumor. To think that it was true, Yuki said to them with a shocked look. No way, you mean that Simon Rimiru is now a true dragon? Tears shot in shock. I find it hard to believe. Just how did he evolve? Kalsman said to herself. Milim said to herself. If only we had known that he was a true dragon, we would have stopped Clayman from doing anything foolish like challenging him. Footman said. If you want to put that away, replied Larplace, trying to light the moon. I never imagined that it would turn out this way when I suggested that we hold a world prigs, not that it matters. Plus, we have to understand that Clayman was a fool at times. I warned him not to let his guard down, but he never wouldn't listen. He even went and picked a fight with Rimiru, knowing that he is a true dragon, and blew up in his face. Larplace, Footman snared. Do not speak of Clayman like that. I'm only telling you the truth. Clayman got too arrogant and cocky, which led to his death. You can't deny that fact, Larplace said. Larplace! Footman, laying out his anger to consume him, took a swing at Larplace. Footman hit his chin, but Larplace stood where he was, bothering not to dodge. You want to fight, Footman? Be my guest, Larplace told him in a taunting way. Before they could continue, Milim stood for them. Stopped them. Stop it, you two. This is not the time for acting. Kalsman said to them. She's right, Larplace. We shouldn't try to bear the whole burden yourself. We all tried this, and it's clearly my fault. I'm the one who hired you guys after all. If you need to blame someone, then blame me, Yuki told them. Footman realizing that Larplace was acting as the bad guy, immediately apologized to him. After that, they decided to plan their next plan of action. What do we do now, boss? Do we go and attack Rimiru for what he did to Clayman? Larplace asked. Yuki took a thinking pose. I'm curious about something. Larplace, Kalsman, you two are on the same level as any awakened demon lords out there. Kalsman, I gave you those souls along with Clayman, and you both awakened into a true demon lord. But with your current strength, Kalsman, I would say that you are equal to Leon in power. And this is you who have not even regained your complete form and powers. So why do you seem hesitant when it comes to challenging Demon Lord Guy, Demon Lord Milim, and the True Dragons? You really don't know what kind of monsters those are. Those on top of us, do you? Those on top do you? Kalsman asked him. To be honest, I don't have an actual gauge of how strong they are, Yuki said. Yuki is right. Just why those guys called it catastrophic beings, Tyr asked. Listen well, everyone, Kalzum said to them. Those who are classified as catastrophic beings are said to have enough power to destroy this world and any world they want with a stroke of their wrist. Their power is compared to that of a demon lord when comparing a D-level, D- adventurer to an awakened demon lord. There's no comparison in strength and power just because their very existence is power itself. Do you know how this is, Kalzum? Have you seen their power up close or something, Yuki asked. I have never told any of you how I actually became a demon lord, did I? Does that have to do with anything what we're discussing, Footman asked. It does in fact relate to the fact what we're discussing, Kalzum began. Back then, I was on top of the world with my power. I believed that I could beat anyone who got in my way with the powers I possessed. My power got to my head, and it made me angry whenever someone says that I'm not the strongest. This arrogance of mine clouded my mind, and I went and challenged the strongest being in the world, Demon Lord Guy Crimson. Everyone was shocked hearing what Calvin just said. You actually challenged Demon Lord Guy to a fight, Tyr shouted. Wow, I knew you were strong, but challenging Demon Lord Guy seems reckless, Footman said. And I thought I was the crazy one. Good to know I got my traits from someone else, Larp said with a laugh of humor. So who won the duel between you and Guy? Though I can already guess the outcome, Yuki said. I couldn't fight Guy because I was stopped at the entrance of this place. Calzum began to say. Wait, you weren't even able to fight Guy? Who was strong enough to stop you before you could reach Guy? Galapagos said. The other's face said that they were too curious to know. They too were curious to know who stopped Calzum. I didn't challenge a Guy because one of his primordial demons beat me before I had the chance. Her name is Rain. She was beyond strong. Her strength was slightly greater than that of an awakened demon lord. She's powerful, yes, but she was only a mere servant to Demon Lord Guy. Just when she was about to kill me, Demon Lord Guy stopped her. When I saw Demon Lord Guy for the first time, every cell in my body told me to flee before he kills me, because just the powers I sense coming from him is beyond what I felt in my life. Luckily for me, he didn't want to kill me. Instead, he made me an offer to join the ranks of the Demon Lords. After joining them and seeing Guy up close, there is one thing I realized in this world, Calzum said to them. Which is, Yuki asked. Calzum sighed and looked at them in the eyes. Those who are on top should never be messed with unless you have a death wish. Demon Lord Guy Crimson, Demon Lord Milim and the True Dragons, these beings should not be messed with under any circumstances because no one is on their power level. Demon Lord Guy is the overlord or ruler of all demons. Demon Lord Milim have said to have fought him and have to be a draw for 7 days straight. The True Dragons said that to be in the bottom of destruction themselves. Compared to those of monsters, we just don't stand a chance. Everyone digested what Calzum had just said to them. It is hard to believe what powers like this exist in this world. To think that there were powers that couldn't even be comprehended in this world. Yuki clapped his hands to get everyone's attention. Well, our dream is world domination, and if we are to take over the world someday, we would have to fight those who are on top. Though I am very worrying that Rimiru Tempest has evolved into a true dragon. This will bring a major stop to our plans. What suggest then, boss? Calzum asked. Rimiru sent a little portion of his military might to capture Clayman's domain. The place is now under his control, Yuki told them. Hold on, are you trying to tell me that those magic borns weren't his full military might? Footman asked with a shocked look. How can this be? Those guys were so strong. It wasn't even fair. Even that new Orc Lord, Geld, almost killed Footman during their fight. I had to use my explosions to distract them long enough for us to escape, Tyr said. Now you said that the foe we face, Rimiru Tempest and his Monster Nation, are becoming a major threat to the world at large. Now he is amongst the strongest beings in the world. I fear that no one can beat him or his people in a straight-up battle. Which is why we must lay low for now and observe how the world reacts to him, Yuki told them. Do you have a plan, boss? Kazum asked. Not yet, but I will think of something. In the meantime, we focus our attention on Demon Lord Leon and how to beat him. We are more than strong enough to take on Leon in a fight, but I like to be absolutely sure I'm not missing anything for when we challenge him, Yuki explained. They continued to discuss their future plans on how to handle the situation represented before them. In the Western Holy Church, there was a sacred mountain looming in the center of the Holy Empire of Lumidius. The Holy Church headquarters was at the foot of the mountain. Proceed straight through it, and you'll find the Holy Temple, which houses the cathedral that connects to the mountain's entrance. Beyond it, up the path, the inner cloister loomed ahead, the holiest, most forbidden place of all of Lumidius. The inner cloister, three people were seen inside this place. One was relaxing in her bed. The other two were standing next to her, and the one relaxing in the bed was Demon Lord Valentine. Her true name was Demon Lord Luminous Valentine. The other two were Hinata the hero and defender of humanity, and Louis' twin brother of Roy. Hinata reported to Luminous about the death of Roy. Luminous had made no indication that she was sad or angry after heard that Roy was killed. She sighed and relaxed more in her bed. My lady, my brother is happy wherever he might be now, and Louise tried to say, but silence. This also sounds like I led Roy to his death, Luminous shouted in anger. Hinata bowed her head to Luminous. I apologize, Lady Luminous. If only I had finished that enemy finished off that enemy when I had the chance. So be it, Luminous looked to Hinata and Louise. You two were merely following my orders. I am the one who deserved to be blamed. No, my lady, we are not to blame you, Louise said. That's right, Lady Luminous. The blame lies with me for allowing that intruder to escape. Please do not blame yourself for our mistake, Hinata said to her. Louise shook her head. It doesn't matter now. We don't have time to mourn his death because the true dragon, the storm dragon, has been revived, and that new demon lord Rimiru is the undeniable truth. And we have a new demon lord in Rimiru. That is the undeniable truth, and we must decide how to handle it. Yes, my lady. I understand, Lady Luminous, Hinata thought to herself before she looked at Luminous. Would you like me to defeat Veldora for you? Hinata, Luminous slowly called her name. You indeed have gotten stronger, much stronger than when you fought me. You were almost on my level, but even if you can match and defeat some of the demon lords, you would never defeat Veldora. My lady is right, Hinata. This is how terrifying that dragon is. A true catastrophe, Luminous said to her. He is powerful, yes, but didn't a hero steal him away? Hinata asked. Look, Hinata, that dragon is a form of natural energy itself. He has free will to do of his own. No, on top of his overwhelming powers, he cannot be cut by a sword. When he flies, the shockwave will ravage Earth. Far than our puny magic. Far more than our puny magic. He is classified as a catastrophe for a reason, Luma said to her. Hinata was enlightened, but She believed that demon lords were the overall supreme power in the world. She never imagined that beings such as true dragons existed. She made a vow in her heart that if it comes to it, she will slay that dragon. Hinata, please don't do anything reckless. I don't want you to lose you too, Luminous told her. I understand, but what about Rimiru, the new demon lord? Hinata asked. I would like you to know that what happened in the world prigs, my lady, Louise said. I would like to know what happened in the world prigs, my lady, Louise asked as well. Here's a different case, looked at Hinata and Louise carefully. Listen up, you two. You must, and I repeat, never pick a fight with Rimiru Tempest under any circumstances. Both Hinata and Louise were shocked from the warning. Is it Rimiru a new demon lord that Hinata failed to kill? If I may, my lady, where should we avoid him? Louise asked. That's right, Lady Luminous. From your tone, it almost sounds like you're afraid of him, Hinata said to her. If you two had seen what I had seen at the World Pricks, I promise you both would agree with me. Luminous sighed as she relaxed in her bed. What happened, my lady? Demon Lord Rimiru has somehow evolved into a true dragon. From what I have sensed, his power is far greater than that of Valdoris. He fought Demon Lord Milim at the World Pricks and was able to counter everything Milim could dish out on him with 0 damage. After watching their fight, I realized that only Guy or Milim could fight Rimiru on equal footing as he is now. Luminous explained to them. They were beyond speechless. How could they possibly wish to fight not one, but 2 true dragons? If he is as strong as he says he is, why doesn't he kill the storm dragon Valdora, since he is living in the city of Jura Forest? At Jura Forest, Hinata asked. Rimiru says that he is his friend with the storm dragon. Honestly, I was saving a trump card for whenever the storm dragon decided to attack us. But the situation has changed. We are not only have Valdora to worry about, but Rimiru and Milim as well. Why do you say that? Why do you have to worry about Demon Lord Milim, my lady? Louise asked her. Luminous looked at them as if they were stupid, before she realized that she hadn't told them anything. Oh, that. Rimiru and Milim are lovers. Nani? Both Hinata and Louise shouted. Yes, they are. They confessed their love to each other during the Wolfrics and are now dating each other. If any harm would come to Rimiru, then expect that Milim will attack whoever brought that harm to him. The same said for Milim, because Rimiru made it clear that anyone who plans to lay a hand on her or her people is his enemy, Luminous said to them. I see. What do we do, my lady? Hinata asked. We have no choice but to avoid any form of hostility with Rimiru. The church has yet to declare him a divine enemy yet. Unfortunately, Luminous said. No, but what is the problem, Hinata? Luminous asked her. I fear the city and highways the monsters are building could cause the angels to invade more quickly. Ah, yes, those annoying little insects are still around. Although making an enemy with Demon Lord Rimiru, Demon Lord Milim, and the Storm Dragon Valdora will be much worse. If Rimiru should attract more attention himself, though, he will become the angel's main target. Either way, no use overthinking it now, Luminous said while closing her eyes. There is also the fact that their own town turns the concept of monsters being humanity's common enemy. Luminism's core tenets on its head. Hinata said to her. Luminous sighed after hearing that. That would be bad for her and her people if the humans stopped believing in her. Perhaps we could find a way to control Rimiru and make him into our accomplice, Louis suggested. That will never work. Rimiru just wants to live in a world with his beloved Milim and have fun with her. He said to our faces, I just want to live in a world with Milim where monsters and humans can coexist. Anyone who gets in my way, be it a god, a true dragon, a demon lord, or even the Western Holy Church, is my enemy. There is no way for us to control him, and in an all-out fight against him, we will be annihilated, Luminous told them with a heavy voice. Hinata and Louise looked down on the ground, not knowing what else to do. We need to make that face to our. We no need to make the face to you. We will simply continue to hold ourselves as we used to. No brash moves. Our only responsibility is to announce to our followers that Valdor, the Storm Dragon, is back, and that Demon Lord Rimiru is now a true dragon, just like Valdor, Luminous said to them. And how should we proceed with Rimiru? Hinata asked. From how he acts, it is safe to say that Rimiru is the kind of leader who is open to political exchange. We could deceive the Western nations easily enough, Luminous told her. Hinata nodded her head. Do you think he will bear a grudge against you? Luminous asked her. A little. I did almost kill him, Hinata answered. True, but Rimiru doesn't strike me as someone who could hold against you to the point of becoming enemies, Luminous told her. That is true. I will keep that in mind. Hinata left after that. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe today to become one of my domestic listeners. Goodbye and peace out, everyone.